Welcome to Quick Movie Recaps. Today, we will review a biopic movie named Lamborghini from 2022. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and subscribe. Two young boys, Ferruccio and Matteo, come to their hometown shortly after the Second World War. They are very happy to be home again. Ferruccio heads straight to meet her girlfriend Clelia, who he hadn't seen for a long time. After meeting Clelia, he goes to meet his father and brothers who work on their family-owned farm. Since Ferruccio was an automobile mechanic during the Italy War, he came back home with a plan of manufacturing tractors for farmers to make farming cheaper. Ferruccio shares this idea with his father and tries his best to convince him. But he rejects and asks Ferruccio to work at the farm instead. Ferruccio's father backs out from putting shares of other sons into this flop idea. So, Ferruccio decided to participate in a car racing competition. He plans to win the competition and use the reward money to build his first tractor. He asks Matteo to drive the race car. But they both get into an accident and end up losing the race. Clelia motivates him that he should not be afraid of his fears. Ferruccio's father hears of his accident during the race and sends him a message to come and meet him. Ferruccio's father mortgages their farm and gives the loan money to Ferruccio. Ferruccio comes home to tell his wife Clelia about this. But she gets angry with him and asks him to return the money because it's his brother's farm, and they have worked on it their entire lives. However, Ferruccio firmly believed in himself instead of returning the money. He asks the bank manager to deposit the amount in his name. Ferruccio and Matteo start working by buying an old truck from a junkyard and cutting it down. One day, while they're drawing the tractor design at the coffee shop, Matteo sees a beautiful girl coming towards them. Matteo falls in love at first sight. Ferruccio tries his best to convince that girl that Matteo is a very brilliant driver and automobile expert. But since Matteo is a super shy boy, the girl seems to be more interested in Ferruccio. Ferruccio and Matteo spent days and nights for many weeks to make their dream come true. One day, Ferruccio comes late at night and comes to know that his pregnant wife was taken to the hospital as she was about to deliver a baby. He rushes to the hospital to see his wife and newborn baby. But sadly, his wife passes away while giving birth to his baby. Ferruccio hands over the baby to his parents and becomes more serious towards his goal. One day, Ferruccio meets the bank manager and asks him if their bank can invest in making the first 1,000 tractors. The bank manager agrees, and Ferruccio shares the good news with Matteo. After they get a successful investment, they both go out to have dinner. But Ferruccio intentionally leaves because he wants that girl to see Matteo. So he can speak his heart out. While Ferruccio is lonely smoking, that beautiful girl shows up. Ferruccio tells her not to be with him because he lost his wife and will rebound only for that thing. But she agrees to be with him whatever it takes physically and emotionally. Ferruccio comes out of the restaurant and tells Matteo that the girl loves me. Matteo slaps him and leaves Ferruccio alone. After many years, this ordinary boy Ferruccio Lamborghini has now become a successful businessman and owner of Italy's best tractor manufacturing company. Ferruccio visits his factory and meets that same beautiful girl who is his wife now. Anita tells him that his son Tonino failed all subjects. Instead of scolding Tonino, Ferruccio gifts Tonino with an expensive yacht. Ferruccio tells Tonino that grades are not everything in life. To become successful, you need to follow your passion. Just after they were leaving, his Ferrari stopped working due to a bad clutch. The next day in his factory, Ferruccio was trying to fix the bad clutch of his Ferrari when an expert mechanic showed up. Ferruccio tells him that all these Ferraris have problems with the clutch. The expert mechanic asks him to meet Mr. Enzo Ferrari, who makes these luxury cars. Ferruccio asks Enzo Ferrari to collaborate. He ensures that they will make the best cars in the world. But Enzo Ferrari insults Ferruccio and asks him to mind his tractor business. He puts together a crack team of engineers and designers who tell him his vision is impossible. Ferruccio gives them everything they need from brakes to differentials. After 6 months of dedication, Lamborghini came up with the first ever Lamborghini 350 GT at the prestigious Geneva Auto Show. The world is astonished to see this beautiful coupe car. But Lamborghini's desire for greatness keeps driving him, resulting in him becoming one of the most renowned car makers in the world. Ferruccio Lamborghini decides to take a rest after years of hard work. So, he divides the company into 2 parts and gives one part to his son Tonino, and the other part to his brothers. But Tonino asks him, "What did you get after struggling for so long?" So, Ferruccio Lamborghini goes to his family farm, eats the fresh grapes, and enjoys life. In the end, he remembers every happy and sad event of his life while driving his last masterpiece Lamborghini Miura. That's the end. Would you borrow money from your father to start a company like Lamborghini? Let us know in the comments section. For more amazing content, don't forget to be a part of our family.